Soccer.
Man.
Like, this is bananas. This is every 4 years, right?
Yep.
And so let me make sure I'm up to date. Spain has defeated France over the last couple of days, and then today Argentina defeated England. Right.
Yeah.
Now, are we down to the final four? How many teams are left?
That was the final four.
Okay,
so the
now
final
this is the championship.
Yeah. So I don't know when this will air, but the match is 3:00 on Sunday.
On
3:00
Sunday.
Eastern Sunday.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Ratings are awesome.
You know what? I don't know what the TV ratings are. I'll tell you what my view is that it is must watch TV.
Yeah.
It is absolutely thrilling soccer. They are so talented. We are so, quite frankly, and I don't mean to insult American soccer, but we are so deprived here in the U.S. But if you get to see this soccer and the way that they play, it's magnificent, I'm telling you.
It's a good introduction for people that haven't watched it, you would say that, right?
Have a kid that plays soccer.
No, for those that didn't grow up watching soccer.
What do you mean introduction?
Watching what's being on this World Cup, watching these games, these matches. Wouldn't that be a good introduction for people that haven't been watching soccer?
Yeah. Well, that's
introduce us to the game.
Yeah, but I would give that analogy as the same thing of somebody that isn't familiar with football going and watching the Super Bowl.
Right.
So you're going to be disappointed with everything else you see. So it's not really the thing that would turn you on. You really got to get involved.
This is the best of what you'll see.
Yeah. This is as good as it gets, man. The talent is unbelievable. I'm telling you.
You've been watching?
Well, yeah, I have. And for a person who grew up that didn't like soccer, that, I was football, baseball, basketball.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
But I have to admit, I've become a fan of it.
Yeah.
It is adrenaline rush. It is fun to watch. I thought the slowness and all that would get to me.
Yeah.
But your point to the talent level of the footwork, the saves, the crowd.
Yep.
It is fun to watch.
Yep.
And Landon Donovan, I think, who was a great American soccer player, brought this up, that a lot of the 10, 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds that are watching this now, when we had the last World Cup, say it was in Russia or somewhere else, the time zones were different. So those kids weren't able to step and watch those games. Now to see it in front of us all the time, there's a lot of people, like he said he was at one time, sitting in the stands going, I want to do that. And I think there's a very good point to that. I think it'll only enhance American soccer when you watch these guys play. Because I know it did for me as a guy that was not a big soccer fan. And I won't claim to follow it that huge, but it has been a hell of a good time.
Yeah, I've, again, two kids that played soccer, been watching soccer, them play for 30 years just about. Comparing that to football, I would watch soccer before I'd watch football. No, I'd watch good soccer before I watch good football.
Okay.
Wow.
Bad soccer and bad football both aren't fun to watch, quite frankly. But it is that good. Football is like an episode of Seinfeld, quite frankly. That it's very entertaining. Soccer is like reading a fantastic novel. Because it has so much more depth to it. There is so much to soccer. And believe me, I know people that don't know soccer and don't like soccer. I know what you're thinking right now. It's an acquired taste. And once you understand what these guys have to go through, the nuance of what's going on the field, it's just spectacular, I'm telling you.
Well, let me ask you this, because when we grew up, we had Little League Baseball, right? League, minor league, major, senior league.
Yep.
Gone, at least in West Akron.
Right.
Do you see potentially soccer teams starting up in like West Akron to replace what used to be baseball? At some point, you don't see it?
Well, I don't see it in the near term. The U.S. has a league called the MLS. They have a rule that you cannot have any more than 8 international players, 8 foreigners on your team. They have that rule because if they didn't have that rule, you wouldn't be watching any Americans play soccer when you were watching MLS. And so that talent level in soccer doesn't exist. The interest from a fan standpoint, if you are a kid and you are good at basketball, you get crowds at your game, you get adoring fans, you know what I mean? People are into it. Same with football, quite frankly. And other sports, track as an example. Soccer will drive you to drink watching that as a kid. I mean, it's just, but again, over the years, If you got kids playing, you got no choice.
And
You
had
just
mentioned
pick up the
before,
game.
Kids have to start
Very young.
very young.
Yeah, you
8,
can't
9,
pick
10
up.
years old.
Yeah, you can't pick up. As a teenager, you can't pick up soccer. Like you could pick up track, or you could pick up football, or even basketball. Akeem Olajuwon,
right.
I don't know. He's a teenager when he started playing basketball.
Like
Yeah. And so soccer, it's just not possible. It is not possible.
I like to put a couple analogies to that, though. Canadian League football is that way in professional football. You can only have so many Americans on your team because our sport here is above basically.
And it'd be stacked with Americans.
Right, stacked with Americans.
Yep.
So they do the same for professional football in Canada, which is a pretty good rule.
Yep.
You know, to keep it, there are people playing that because that's the style of football they play. So that, and the second thing, the one thing about soccer that at least is a good try for around here or anywhere is it's cheap to play. You throw out them goals, throw a ball out,
and
start. You can teach it that way, but I imagine it's like everything. As you go, the more expensive the gear gets, the balls get.
He knows about that.
Yeah. Well,
because you had games out the country.
Your
kids
actually,
interstate.
Let you know where your kids play.
You can have pickup soccer in the streets with a ball, and it's kids playing.
Right.
If you want to be developed as a soccer player in the United States, go to play high school soccer, play college soccer, whatever it is, aspirations to play pro, it is one of the most expensive things you'll ever do. Okay. All right. So we provided all kinds of training for our boys when they were coming up. And, both of them got soccer scholarships.
Right.
But the scholarships were so minuscule that the money that we paid to get them to get the scholarship was more than the scholarship. And so it's just a weird scenario. But soccer in the U.S. is a pay to play sport. It is a middle class to upper middle class sport, and only those. Well, not only those kids, because if they find a super talent, actually, if there is a super talent, then Europe comes and get the kid.
I was gonna say,
and takes him over there and trains him.
Right.
America is not designed to develop very talented football or soccer players. They go to football, they go to basketball, whatever the case may be.
Now, I don't mean to cut you off, but it should be mentioned that, and I don't want to mention your boys' names, they were both very successful in soccer. One went to a major college and played. The other one, in addition to major college, went pro. Played and just retired last year.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Played several years as a professional.
So you understand all that that's going on.
I don't want people going, damn, you spent all that money on those kids. Well, one of them did go pro.
I want to say that too.
Listen, I'm telling you, but the sport, it's remarkable, and I'm still, quite frankly, probably going through a withdrawal because, I'm used to turning on and watching the kid play every week almost. So it is what it is for the U.S. And again, they're I don't want to say they're Magic Johnsons, but if you can think of a super quick, like an Allen Iverson, if an Allen Iverson was on a soccer field, America would be dynamite at soccer. And so some of these countries that are whooping our ass aren't big as the state of, and I think I may have mentioned this, like Indiana. Somebody that whooped us wasn't bigger than the state of Indiana. But because soccer is their number one choice,
they breed them.
That's it. That's it. These kids come out of the crib playing soccer.
You remember Sunday, AC said he was over his in-laws. And AC's used to watching, basketball, football like us. And they were watching soccer. And he said he couldn't turn away. It was such a good game.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Argentina, France, Spain was a very good game. Spain dominated France.
Yes, they did.
And so, and they beat France like 4 in a row. So there's no mistake there, although France was in the finals last year. Argentina had to come from behind to beat England 2-1. And listen, and this is the other thing. The build up to the score, it's not like NBA basketball, man, a bucket doesn't mean jack. It doesn't mean anything. A goal changes lives. Men were crying in the stands. This is how passionate they were about this. And it's real, man. I'm getting choked up watching this stuff because I know how much it means to those guys. And so it is really, really something. But and I say that to say, because I was thinking about why can't the NBA in particular do better instead of running on the court, jacking up threes? NBA ought to shrink the rim. They ought to shrink that rim so that basketball becomes basketball again. And I hate to, I know I'm jumping off on a tangent here.
I think they want more scoring.
Yeah,
I know.
See,
but that's-
I don't think they want less scoring.
I think it is just I can't
That's why
believe.
we talked about this the other day. How they allow them to travel for the 3-point shot.
It's
They allow them to
ridiculous,
run.
though.
Right,
It's like-
right.
You know what I mean? You get sick of that. Now we had a fantastic finals.
Yeah.
And maybe a semifinal with the Knicks. Our semifinal with the Knicks was
San Antonio
horrible.
and OKC was very good.
Yeah. Okay.
That was
So
extremely good.
So OKC, so the Knicks Cavs was not exciting.
Right.
Was not exciting basketball.
Right.
But man, this soccer, I'm telling you, and I said this on the last podcast. It was like the Super Bowl lasting a month. It was so friggin' good, and you were watching the best players in the
Now, who
in the
does Messi
world.
play for?
Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's 39 friggin' years old.
Unbelievable.
So now he's playing in the USA. So he's playing for Miami,
Right.
in the USA. But the old players from European leagues, this is where they come because the U.S. will play them money just for the name to
Absolutely.
be in the league. You know what I mean? It builds the product. So
He's like a higher gun, right? He's basically there to score.
But at 30, he's still
39,
friggin' ridiculous. He is so friggin' talented. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you.
You watched it today.
Yeah.
Those assists and the things he does with the ball.
Yeah. Just crazy.
Well, I'm holding out, hope that this will catch on and grow here in the States, and just like in our day when we saw the Little League baseball, maybe we'll see some.
Yeah.
Some.
And all you fans out there, remember, bro's still a football guy. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
But no, I have really enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.